Welcome back, art friends, to Glitter and Glue with Mrs. Icorse. We are going to conclude our animal week with the third largest mammal. So we started with the rhino. He's the second largest. Then we moved on to Salvador Dali's elephant, all surreal-like, right? And he's the first largest mammal. And now we are going to finish with the third largest mammal. Anybody have a guess? If you guessed hippo, you are right. The hippopotamus is the third largest mammal, or land mammal, I should say. And he is known for loving the water. But the book that we are going to use as our inspiration today is called Hippos Can't Swim and Other Interesting Facts. And that is by, and I wrote it down so I don't forget, Laura Lindesina, Hannah Elliott, and then it's illustrated by Pete Oswald, and it's a super fun book. So if you can find it, look it up. I believe it's published by Scholastic, and I think you'll really enjoy it. It's really cute. So that's kind of my inspiration today. I learned about this lesson from my favorite group, Deep Space Sparkle. Thanks to them. So now we're gonna give it a try together. So hippos love water but don't really swim. Their body is made up that it's so dense that it doesn't float at all. You and I, if we go in the water, we actually do float a little bit. Sometimes we freak out, but if you're relaxed and you let the water hold you, you actually do float a little bit. So you can float, you can swim, but not the hippo. All right, so we're gonna draw him today. You're gonna need some paper, a pencil, and then anything you want to finish. I put down here some optional things because I kind of want to give mine a little bit of depth, kind of a collage project, but it doesn't have to be. So you can do this with just paper, pencil, and anything you want to color it, all right? So grab those, press pause, and come on back. All right, welcome back. All right, so we're gonna draw him today. I'll help you get him on your page. Maybe start thinking about some coloring ideas and some finishing ideas, and then I'll let you go to finish it, and I'll finish mine. We'll come back and post them hopefully on my Facebook page, okay? So let's get started. So I'm gonna use a black oil pastel. If I was really doing this for myself, I think I would probably use white so that you can't really see the lines until I paint over it. I would think it would be fun to use oil pastel. Another thing I would like to use would maybe be chalk pastel because those would be fun to kind of blend all kinds of bright colors. But today, for you and for me, it's just easier if I use a nice dark black. All right, so I'm gonna start with my water line, and that is going to be, if you can see my paper, top to bottom, not quite half, a little higher than half. And water is almost never perfectly flat, so don't worry about that. Just give yourself a nice water line, maybe even a little bit of a curve. All right, there's my water line. Because hippos do love to be in water, it keeps them cool, so our hippo is also going to be in water. All right, so because water is something we can see through, I put my line right on my hippo, and you'll see that in a minute. Next, I'm gonna start with his nose. Somewhere in the middle of the page, I'm gonna draw a really flat oval shape. All right, not tall like an egg, but kind of flat like a flat tire. Okay, under that little flat tire, I'm gonna make a pancake. Another kind of oval shape. All right, and I left a little space in there, can you see that? For his mouth. Maybe he's gonna blow some bubbles out. I think that would be kind of fun. On his nose, I'm gonna make two small rainbow shape. They have very pronounced nostrils, right? So I want to show those because I think that's one of their features that's fun. So I'm going to make one rainbow, and right inside it I'm going to make another one. So 2 rainbows. I hope you can see that. Under the rainbow, I'm just going to do a curved line like a smile, and I'm going to do it on this side too. Rainbow, rainbow, smile. And I'm using a really big black oil pastel, so it's a little hard for me to get details, but you can see what I'm doing. Right above those, I'm gonna draw the eyes, and I'm gonna do that with my marker so you can see. I'm gonna again kind of do a, this one's gonna be more like a circle, but or a football, because it's gonna be pointed at the edges, just like ours are, a little bit pointed here, but they're round in the middle. So I'm gonna kind of make an arc, like a flatter rainbow, and a smile, and I'm gonna put a line in the middle, because they just kind of peek out, all right? It looks like a nut or something, maybe an almond. And on the bottom, I'm gonna put the eye with a little pupil in the middle. Does that make sense? Can you see that? All right, so I have that top almond, the bottom almond, a line, and then the eye. You see that, boys and girls? I'm gonna do that right above each nostril, above the water. So I don't want his eyes underwater. He keeps his eyes above water, and actually, usually he keeps his nose above water quite a bit too. So I'm gonna just do these real quick while you're doing yours. All right, hopefully you can see them. These are a little bit detailed, so. All right, I'm gonna connect the eyes with the top of his head, and they kind of have lumpy heads, so don't worry about making that straight, but I'm gonna start right at the middle of the top of the eye. I'm gonna go up, around, and down. Up, around, and down. And see, I kind of made it wavy. You can make it flat, doesn't matter. Under the eyes, now I'm gonna go straight down and connect it to this nose, to his nose. Down, and down. And now we kind of have his face, right? He also kind of has a little bridge to his nose, so I'm gonna add that. It's the same shape as his head, only it's smaller inside here. Just kind of a rounded rectangle. Okay? What else does he need? Ears. His ears are kind of fun. They twirl around. It's so cute in the water. So I'm gonna go up and down like a leaf. Up and down like a leaf. And they don't have to match because they're all just kind of wiggling in the water. That's easy, right? You got it. So cute. Now, if you want to, you could add some little details on his eyes, like maybe some eyelashes. You can do all that jazz at home. I'm gonna just let mine be. Next, I'm gonna do his body, and his body is gonna be this big, kind of oblong rectangle, but no edges. We don't want any edges or corners like a rectangle, but sort of that general shape. It's gonna be organic because it's something in nature. So I'm just gonna go down under the water, down. He's pretty big, remember? And I'm gonna come back up. The only thing you really need to know is start about the top of his eyes, right? Mine's kind of chubby. That's okay, they are. All right, next I need his legs, and I'm gonna really just make the front legs pretty obvious. They're gonna be kind of a diagonal shape and rounded at the bottom. And I'm gonna put 2 small ones in the back, like the letter L. This one's a backwards L, but that's okay. All right, so there he is. That was easy and quick, right? Now we wanna put the bottom of the river. Usually there hanging out in Africa near rivers, ponds, small bodies of water, not in the ocean. They're fresh water. That means there's no salt in the water that they hang out in. And I'm just going to make the bottom of the river kind of bumpy. Okay, that he's standing on. So that when I'm coloring, I can color all of this water kind of a bluish, but I can still make the bottom of his river. All right? Now, you can color it however you want. I'm probably gonna just go with crayons, but I wanna show you an option if you have scrap paper at home. Remember how Mrs. Icor said I always keep my scraps in a bag. My friends sometimes tease me about it because I have a whole bunch of them and they get all over the place and make a mess, but they're so handy, right? So this is just a scrap, looks like this, and I didn't cut this, it was just like that from who knows what I made. And all I did to get it to look like this, kind of like a little bit of seaweed or river grass, is, and everybody loves to do this, crinkle paper. I just kind of squish it a little bit. Not too hard, but give it some right? And now it has a little shape, it has a little texture, and I have some river grass that I can glue on the bottom when I'm all done with coloring. So you're gonna color first, and then if you wanna add this stuff, that's why I put it at the bottom, you can do that. Another thing I thought would be really cute is to add some little fish swimming past him. All right, they don't eat fish, so you don't have to worry, he's not gonna eat them, but it would be kind of cute if they're just like in the foreground. All right, so we would have a foreground, the water technically is the middle ground, he's kind of in the background and the sky is in the way back, right? So that's how I would finish that. I would glue on some little fish maybe floating by or swimming by, and I would also add some grass. So I'll do that on my own, you do that on your own. We'll post all our pictures together on my Glitter and Glue with Mrs. Icorst Facebook page, or you can email them to me at icorstc@mtcps.org, and I will be happy to post them for you. Thank you so much, boys and girls. It was so much fun doing our Animal Week together, and next week I would really like us to do a food week. Yeah, I've done this before with my friends at Anton Art Center. So fun. There's a lot of artists that use food as their inspiration, and who doesn't love food? Oh my goodness. So let me show you a couple of choices. We might make a cake like Wayne Thiebaud. We might make his lollipops. All you need is popsicle sticks for that one. We might even work on a food truck. I don't know, haven't decided yet, but I have some real good ones for you. So come back next week, see you soon, and have a great weekend. Bye-bye.